Hello there everybody, and welcome back to Pokemon SoulSilver! Okay everybody, and now that we've gone through not only the Pokemon that I want to catch, and on all the battles in Route 43, now we are now arriving at the Lake of Rage. For where we're gonna be seeing, for where we're gonna be seeing this red Gyarados. But also, it is not just the Gyarados, the Red Gyarados that appears here. Now, the reason why this lake is called the Lake of Rage is because of so many Gyarados really like to appear here. That's why only in this only in this water where you can only, if you serve, or if you decide to serve, or if you want to fish. The only Pokemon that you're gonna be finding here are either Magikarp or Gyarados. Or more so if you don't want to bother with, and also more so if you don't want to bother with or that is if you don't count towards, or that is if you don't count the Pokemon that you can find, in the trees. But anyways, everyone, now, and also for this lake here, now while it may seem like it's always gonna be raining, constantly, but if it decides to just surf along, but as you start to explore this place, now first off, let me just put on my max abilities here. Now you'll see these, now you see with this rain is actually more so flooding the lake. And Professor Oak, why the hell are you calling me? Yeah, this is a weird time for you to call. And he says, as if I'm catching a lot of Pokemon. Well, you can never say I am, and that's it. That's all he called me for? That was a waste. Oh my god, that was a waste of time for him to call in just to say if we are catching a tons of Pokemon. Jeez. But anyways, everyone, now as I was saying, as you're seeing, now the reason why, I'm sure with this rain, that is of course making the lake as it is, which is actually over flooding these trees here. These are trees that you are seeing right now. And if you were to show up here now, at a certain time of day, or around a certain day, then that will be the only time of day. Then it will not only will there not be much rain, none at all, but also you'll see that the actual lake itself is actually a lot smaller. Is actually a lot smaller than you may realize. And but also everyone, now and if you want to reach this house, so where this guy, he will give you the TM for hidden power. Then you essentially should have to go here when the lake is filled with a when the lake is then for when the lake is essentially over flooded with water. So yeah. So yeah, and also everyone now, as I said about that a certain time of day where the lake is not so flooded. Now, I will be showing that off. Well, specifically when we actually, more so for when I actually get to that time of day first. So yeah, but anyways, everyone, now that we're done with as everyone, now that we're done with all the exploring around here, and now it is time to face off against this Red Gyarados. Yeah, now you get. Oh, god damn it! Oh, I was just really. Oh my god! Really, Tiffany? You just had to call as soon as. Oh my god! You just had to call like, but just before I was about to get into to eventually get into the battle against the Gyarados. Oh yeah, and this is the same girl who had the Clefairy who we just fought against last time. You know, like in the last video. You know, the girl who apparently has this obsession with Clefairies and whatnot. Yeah, but anyways, now it's time to face off against the Red Gyarados, which is actually a shiny, by the way. Yeah, despite being genetically modified, this scared out of its well, you know, like about out of its own rage. Yeah, it is more so. It just essentially transforms the raging Magikarp into a shiny Gyarados. So yeah. And and also now this is where they essentially introduced to newcomers for when they first started playing Gen 2 about a Pokemon actually have a different about a Pokemon actually having a different colors to them, aka shiny Pokemon. Now, like instead of course in the original Gen 1 games, they did not have shinies at all. So yeah, everyone. We should Gen 2 was the first gen to introduce shinies. Now, as for this Red Gyarados, in particular, now you can either capture it or kill it. Now it really does not matter. It really does not matter how you take down this Gyarados. Yeah, by simply just defeating it or just capture it. Because, well, as soon as you take down or capture it, then you actually get this red scale. And as soon as you're about to leave the lake, then we actually get introduced to this guy with a Dragonite, who you may recall an NPC saying that this guy who was actually wearing a cape. Yeah, this right here is the guy who he was referring to. And as you just saw, now this guy with the red cape is Lance. Now for those of you who have played the original Gen 1 games may remember a guy named Lance who was who was who who was a member of the Elite Four. Well now, yes. So yeah, well now, the alliance that you saw, within the Pokemon League, is it the exact same guy right here? Yeah, and he wants to solve the mystery of why the Gyarados are so in a rampage. Yeah, and he's saying that he wants to solve like the mystery of apparently of that souvenir shop. So yeah, and then he goes back to Mahogany Town, where he will I'm sure wait for us, like a where he will wait for where he will essentially wait for us to show up. Yeah, but anyways, now and with that said, that's right, everyone. Now, and also for the Slake as well. Now you're not gonna be able to do much here, other than other than get the items, or even like more specifically get the hidden power TM before you get into the battle against the Red Gyarados. But But after you're done with the Red Gyarados, then if you leave the lake, then come back to it, then you'll actually get to battle a few trainers who have decided to show up there now, like even way before, like. Yeah, who could have shown up before, but nope. They decided to wait until they decided to wait until the Red Gyarados was done with. Now as you're seeing right now, yes, I am going back down below the Union Cave again. Well, that is because since the day that I'm recording this footage, day that I'm recording this footage, right? This footage is just so happens to be on a Friday, which of course means that we can now get to the encounter of the Pokemon. Of the Pokemon that you can find down here. Which, of course, that being a Lapras. Yeah, there you are, Lapras. Hey, Lapras! Lapras, get over here! Do not be so shy. Jeez. You don't have to be so scared of me. But anyways, Lapras. Yeah, there's everyone now. So, like I said before, now if you want to summon an early Ice type, yeah, this Lapras is the earliest Ice type that you can possibly get. So yeah. Anyways, okay, now we're just going to see if I can. If I can possibly get this Lapras. Yeah. Okay, Pharaoh, why don't you lay down some pecs on this thing? Oh my God, Lapras, seriously? Oh my God, Lapras, seriously? Wow! Oh my God! First you could have confused my Pharaoh with your water pulse, and now but you also have freaking confused Ray. Like, wow! This Lapras is a bitch. And of course you have a nice move. That'd be nice, shard. Well, I guess I'll just try to attack it more. Yeah, that is if I don't hit myself with being confused, that is. Okay, good again. Man, my Pharaoh's really, my god, my Pharaoh's actually really get past the confused state at this point. Like, jeez. But anyways, okay. Ultra Ball again. Okay, let me see if I can get it now. And there we go, gotcha. Lapras, the transport Pokemon. Yeah, you can say Lapras is definitely a Pokemon that's mostly used for transportation. Well, more so. Well, of course, more so in the water. Considering. And especially for those of you who have seen the anime, more so the more so the Orange Islands series, where you would mostly see Ash riding or Ash in the game riding on the Lapras, all throughout that series. So yeah. Anyways. Oh yeah, that's right, everyone. I guess I should say, speaking of Lapras, and more so specifically, Ash's Lapras. When we got that, when we got the episode where when we got the return of the episode of Ash's Lapras returned for an episode. Now I gotta say, not only what I find that was actually a pretty good episode overall, but also not only did they handle Lapras' return really well, but also for some reason it was the only episode in the Aim to Be a Master series where we saw Ash with actually having a full team. Actually Ash utilizing an actual full team. Yeah, instead of just having like either two or five. Yeah, I still don't get why was that the only episode in that in that whole mini series where we actually see the full team, like that Ash she utilized. Yeah, I just don't get it. And also, and speaking of the team, the team of Pokemon that actually she utilized in that episode. Now, I would say all of them were handled really darn well for that. Now, I would say all of them were actually handled really darn well. And it's also not only the fact that it is not just like whenever they get utilized like only for like a few minutes and they're done. Yeah, they actually get utilized all throughout the entire episode. Yeah. Yeah, that is something that you can actually utilize with a, with the, with the rotation, with a rotation team that Ash was doing all throughout that miniseries. Yeah, I would say that is actually the best example of how you handle a rotation team. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, but anyways, everyone now, and I guess that's all and with that said, I guess that's all I really have to say for that whole episode. I guess I have to say that is all I have to say for that whole episode. But as everyone, as you can see, now we just defeated a whole bunch, we just defeated a few more fishermen. And now we're gonna be fighting this Ace Trainer, which, apparently she was late. Apparently she wanted to see the Red Gyarados, but of course, she was very late to the party. So unfortunately, she will not be seeing any of the Red Gyarados anytime soon. So. Well, that is if she, if she is just lucky enough, then she may actually come across a Red Gyarados. It may not be a rampaging Gyarados, so like we just encountered. But it can still be a shiny, like if she ever I got the chance to actually find one. So yeah. But anyways, now, oh hey, wow, what do you know? This girl actually has a Ninetales. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be our first encounter against the Ninetales. Yeah, and of course, I do enjoy I also do enjoy Ninetales' sound effect too. Oh, you're gonna pull up a nasty plot on Ninetales? Well, I don't think so, bitch. Oh yes, that's right, everyone. And speaking, of Ninetales, for when Vulpix and Ninetales got for when they got Alolan forms, I would have to say they actually did a pretty good job with those Alolan forms. Yeah, and also so everyone, not only is Alolan Ninetales a pretty good design, but they also get to fully utilize Alolan Vulpix a lot, and they really get to utilize Alolan Vulpix a lot. Yeah, more so because of the anime. Yeah, because it was essentially the only Pokemon that Lily ever owned. Well, that is if you don't count Magirna. Yeah. But anyways, but that said, I would say that is just essentially that essentially will be everything that I'll be doing for this part. Yeah. And so to the next part, see you guys next time!